Hello, and welcome to Deltek Costpoint's Accounts Payable Year-End video for printing 1099s. By the end of this video, you will understand the steps involved in printing 1099s and generating the electronic file for transfer of the 1099 information to governing authorities. First, we will discuss how to print 1099s. Then we will cover creating the electronic file for transfer. Finally, we will finish with the frequently asked questions section. The calendar year-end regulatory updates will be available sometime in December. Please note that the dates used in this video may reflect previous or future years. To print 1099s, go to Accounts Payable, Year-End Processing, Print Create 1099s, and Magnetic Media. Before printing your 1099s, it might be useful to enter 5 or so dummy lines manually into the Edit 1099 information screen and test the alignment and printing of your 1099s. If you do have alignment issues, please contact Costpoint Technical Customer Success. The Print Create 1099s and Magnetic Media screen allows you to print your 1099s and create your 1099 file for electronic transfer of your 1099 information if required. Again, please refer to the Costpoint Year-End Guide for the supported and printed 1099 miscellaneous codes and their limits. You may print 1099 information for past or future years. Costpoint will print them using the current year's 1099 miscellaneous and NEC formats. Costpoint supports the printing of standard 1099 miscellaneous and NEC forms and the 1099 self-mailers. Starting in year-end 2023, Costpoint MR 8.1.26 and Costpoint MR 8.2.6, 1099s can now be printed on either pre-printed forms or blank stock plain paper. It is important to note, copy A for any 1099 type will still need to be printed on a pre-printed form, as the system doesn't have the functionality to produce the red inked form to meet the IRS 1099 requirements. Above you can see the redesigned Print Create 1099s and Magnetic Media screen with 1099 paper options. After printing 1099s, the system displays on the screen the number of 1099s printed and the total amounts. If you miss the message, print the 1099s again using the same parameters, this time to a file. At the end of the run, note the final count and amount, and then delete the file. You may only print or create the file for electronic transfer for a single taxable entity at a time. To ensure that your information is absolutely correct, print your 1099s on blank paper before printing them on the forms and before you create the electronic file for transfer. You will not be able to correct any errors once you've created the electronic file for transfer without recreating the entire file. When the selection is set to create magnetic media, you have the option to create a test file. The other fields are as follows. Check prior year if you are creating a file for the year other than the current year. For location, enter the location of where the file will be created. Select Override File if you are overwriting an existing file. The file name is a required alphanumeric data field. You can enter the file name here. An example is IRS Tax. Contact name is a required alphanumeric data field. Enter the name of the person to contact if the IRS encounters problems with the file or transmission. Phone number extension field is a required numeric data field. Enter the telephone number of the person to contact regarding magnetic media files with area code and extension. Hyphens should not be entered into this field. For email address, enter the contact's email address. This group box contains IRS transmitter information that will be placed on the magnetic media file. For the tax ID number, enter the transmitter's 9-digit tax identification number. The control code is a required alphanumeric field. Enter the 5-character alphanumeric transmitter code assigned by the IRS. A TCC must be obtained to file data within this program. This code is issued after filing the application for filing information returns magnetically, electronically, IRS Form 4419. Name, enter the name of the person who should be contacted if necessary. After you have filled out the required information, you may now create the file for electronic transfer. Here you will find a list of frequently asked questions. Please review them at your leisure. Simply pause the video to read through the screen and then press play to continue the video. We hope they will help you with your year-end closing process for printing 1099s. However, if you have any questions, Costpoint Customer Success is ready to assist. Call our Customer Success number at 877-457-7765. We hope you found this video informative and helpful. Thank you for attending this video on Deltek Costpoint's year-end closing process for printing 1099s.